Seismology, meaning study of, is the scientific study of earthquakes and the propagation of elastic waves through the Earth or through other planet-like bodies. The field also includes studies of earthquake environmental effects such as tsunamis as well as diverse seismic sources such as volcanic, tectonic, glacial, fluvial, oceanic, atmospheric, and artificial processes such as explosions. A related field that uses geology to infer information regarding past earthquakes is paleoseismology. A recording of Earth motion as a function of time is called a seismogram. A seismologist is a scientist who does research in seismology. Scholarly interest in earthquakes can be traced back to antiquity. Early speculations on the natural causes of earthquakes were included in the writings of Thales of Miletus and Zhang Heng. In 132 CE, Zhang Heng of China's Ha dynasty designed the first known seismoscope. In the 17th century, Athanasius Kircher argued that earthquakes were caused by the movement of fire within a system of channels inside the Earth. Martin Lister and Nicholas Lemery proposed that earthquakes were caused by chemical explosions within the Earth. The Lisbon earthquake of 1755, coinciding with the general flowering of science in Europe, set in motion intensified scientific attempts to understand the behavior and causation of earthquakes. The earliest responses include work by John Bevis and John Michell. Michell determined that earthquakes originate within the Earth and were waves of movement caused by shifting masses of rock miles below the surface. From 1857, Robert Mallet laid the foundation of instrumental seismology and carried out seismological experiments using explosives. He is also responsible for coining the word seismology. In 1897, Emil Wiechet's theoretical calculations led him to conclude that the Earth's interior consists of a mantle of silicates surrounding a core of iron. In 1906, Richard Dixon Oldham identified the separate arrival of P waves, S waves and surface waves on seismograms and found the first clear evidence that the Earth has a central core. In 1909, Andrija Mohorovičić, one of the founders of modern seismology, discovered and defined the Mohorovičić discontinuity, usually referred to as the Moho discontinuity, or the Moho. It is the boundary between the Earth's crust and the mantle. It is defined by the distinct change in velocity of seismological waves as they pass through changing densities of rock. In 1910, after studying the April 1906 San Francisco earthquake, Harry Fielding Reid put forward the elastic rebound theory, which remains the foundation for modern tectonic studies. The development of this theory depended on the considerable progress of earlier independent streams of work on the behavior of elastic materials and in mathematics. In 1926, Harold Jeffreys was the first to claim, based on his study of earthquake waves, that below the mantle, the core of the Earth is liquid. In 1937, Inger Lehmann determined that within Earth's liquid outer core there is a solid inner core. By the 1960s, Earth science had developed to the point where a comprehensive theory of the causation of seismic events and geodetic motions had come together in the now well-established theory of plate tectonics. Seismic waves are elastic waves that propagate in solid or fluid materials. They can be divided into body waves that travel through the interior of the materials, surface waves that travel along surfaces or interfaces between materials, and normal modes, a form of standing wave. There are two types of body waves: pressure waves or primary waves and shear or secondary waves. P waves are longitudinal waves that involve compression and expansion in the direction that the wave is moving and are always the first waves to appear on a seismogram as they are the fastest moving waves through solids. S waves are transverse waves that move perpendicular to the direction of propagation. S waves are slower than P waves. Therefore, they appear later than P waves on a seismogram. Fluids cannot support transverse elastic waves because of their low shear strength. So S waves only travel in solids. Surface waves are the result of P and S waves interacting with the surface of the Earth. These waves are dispersive, meaning that different frequencies have different velocities. The two main surface wave types are Rayleigh waves, which have both compressional and shear motions, and love waves, which are purely shear. Rayleigh waves result from the interaction of P waves and vertically polarized S waves with a surface and can exist in any solid medium. Love waves are formed by horizontally polarized S waves interacting with the surface, and can only exist if there is a change in the elastic properties with depth in a solid medium, which is always the case in seismological applications. Surface waves travel more slowly than P waves and S waves because they are the result of these waves traveling